Today topic is Marathas. Marathas. The first emperor of Maratha kingdom is Shivaji. Shivaji was the son of Shaji and Jijabai. He was born in the fort of Shivner. He belongs to a Jagir family of Pune. He was born in 1637. So there are two gurus for Shivaji. One is the teacher who has taught him military, warfare, all these things, and another one is spiritual guru. So one was Ramdas Samarth. After the death of his guardian Dadabai Kondadev in 1647, he assumed full charge as Jagir, means as the ruler. Shivaji has conquered many forts and he has plundered many kingdoms. Shivaji was first confronted to the Mughals by taking the Mughal invasion, and he has plundered and Ahmednagar, Junar. So in this way there was a conflict between Mughals and Shivaji. Afzal Khan was murdered because this Afzal Khan was appointed by the Mughals to kill Shivaji, but Shivaji has killed Afzal Khan. This is written in famous Bhagan Nag episode, which is related to the death of Afzal Khan. Next, after this one, in 1660, the Deccan, that is Aurangzeb, has appointed a governor named Siyasat Khan to kill Shivaji. So in this way, in this one, Shivaji lost Pune, Kalyan and Chakan. So he suffered very defeats, and later he came to surrender Aurangzeb. So there was a treaty held at Purandar. So according to this treaty, Shivaji has to give some kingdoms which were raided and captured by him. There was a conflict between Shivaji and Aurangzeb. So Shivaji has to visit Agra to every year at Aurangzeb court. In this one, there was a conflict between Shivaji and Aurangzeb. In this way, treaty of Purandar was violated. So in this way, he has coronated himself, and he was given a title Dharmo Dharak, means which is protector of Hinduism. After this one, after the failure of Purandar treaty, Shivaji continued struggles with Mughals and Siddhis. These are the some people who came from islands to conquer India. In this way, the Shivaji conflicts continued. The important things here are, so in this way, Shivaji started conquering Golconda, Bijapur, which were under the control of Mughals. Next, this Afzal Khan was already killed. Afzal Khan is killed by Shivaji. Next, this is in 1664, he attacked Surat city, and Shivaji has plundered 1 crore rupees at that time. Because of this, Siyasat Khan was appointed by Aurangzeb to kill Shivaji. So in this way, so without war, Shivaji was surrendered to the Mughal people. Next, according to the Treaty of Purandar, in this Purandar treaty, important conditions were: Shivaji has to give out of 35 forts, he has to give 23 forts to Mughals, hand over to the Mughals. And he was appointed as Mansabdar, and the prince, that is the son of Shivaji, named Shambhaji, was appointed as Mansabdar. with 5,000 army. This was the rank in the Mughal administration. At least once Shivaji must visit Aurangzeb. Next, in 1674, he was coronated. Coronation was Shivaji was done. The title given to him is Chhatrapati. At a capital, Raigad. This is for Hinduism. He was the protector of Hindutva. Next, the next ruler was Shambhaji from 1680 to 89. So the mistake done by Shivaji was he has given protection to Aurangzeb's son Akbar. Prince Akbar was given protection by Shambhaji. So because of this was the big mistake. So Aurangzeb wanted to end Marathas. So in 1689, Battle of Sangameshwar took place. Battle of Sangameshwar took place and Shambhaji was killed in this one. The next ruler here is Sahu. He was the son of Shambhaji, sent to prison when he was 8 years old. Next, Rajaram. Rajaram is the brother of Shambhaji. Here, the important administrations in Shivaji administration are Council of Ministers. Ministers is called Ashtapradhan. Next, Prime Minister is called Peshwa. Next, Finance Minister is called Amatya. Next, Home Minister is called Mantri. In charge of army is called Senapati. Head of religious is called Panditarao. And the ninth minister was added by Rajaram. He was called Pratinidhi. This Pratinidhi means head of Ashtapradhan. And these are the things which are important regarding Shivaji's administration. So in the Shivaji's administration, the official language was Marathi. The people have spoken official language as Maratha. Maratha was their official language, and they have collected Chauhat and Sardeshmukh. This Chauhat and Sardeshmukh means here the Chauhat, which means 1/4 of the 1/4 they have to pay as the tax. This is the tax which is paid from the people and neighboring territory people as well as territory people also, because the Maratha peoples will not plunder these areas. Not plunder. They will protect them. For this one, Chauhat was paid 1/4 and Sardeshmukh was 1/10. 1/10. So this is for owners and the land. Earlier this was used to take by Deshmukhs. Now it will be paid as the form of tax to the Marathas. Shivaji's Ashtapradhan. So we have seen just now. So in this one, few administrative things. This Pratinidhi was added by Rajaram. Next, after Shivaji, the next ruler comes is Shambhaji. Shambhaji was defeated, and Rajaram, there were two brothers, that is Shambhaji and Rajaram. They both were fighting, and the younger Rajaram was the younger son of Shivaji. In this one, Shambhaji has won on Rajaram, and he took the power as next ruler. But what happened here? Shambhaji was captured by the Shambhaji was killed, and the power was taken by Rajaram. Next, succeeded the throne was Rajaram with the help of ministers of Rajagriha. So, and he fled to Jinji because of Mughal invasion. There was because these people have given shelter to Akbar II. Akbar II. So this, because of this one, these people were moving from capital from one place to another place. So next, Shambhaji wife and son Sahu were captured. Sahu was captured when he was 8 years old. Then Rajaram created a new post and started ruling the Maratha kingdom. The next is Rajaram was succeeded by his minor son Shivaji too, with the help of his wife Tarabai. Tarabai continued Mughal struggle, and these people all are good in guerrilla warfare. Next, Sahu was released when the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah has come into power. Because of Bahadur Shah too, Sahu was released from the jail, and Tarabai army defeated by Sahu. In this way, Sahu again occupied Satara. Sahu again started appointing Peshwas and started to rule Maratha kingdoms, and he become the king for Marathas. Next, after him, he was supported by Bajirao I. He was important because he was at starting he was small revenue officer at Sahu in 1708. Later he was become Peshwa at 1713. So he became very important and powerful ruler. And he concluded agreement with Syed brothers, and he played a key role along with Sahu. Bajirao eldest son, that is Balaji Vishwanath. He was succeeded as Peshwa when he was at the age of 20. In this one, he was very much expert in guerrilla tactics, and he was almost like Shivaji. He bought the Marathas' lost power and captured all the kingdoms which were lost by Marathas and brought the pride of Marathas. So after Bajirao becoming the Peshwa, Maratha families became prominent and got themselves different parts of the India, and he conquered Bassein also.